Good evening, beautiful people. It's your favorite real estate agent, Cierra Thurman, and I'm here to help you build a legacy that moves you. I'm super excited to be joined today by the one and only Andre Haywood. What's up, Dre?
What's going on? How y'all doing?
I'm happy that you're talking with us today. Andre is the owner of Goosehead Insurance. And the purpose of this call, the purpose of this talk, the why we're doing building and bonding is essentially to see how we can support local small businesses during this time. So we're just gonna pretty much have a little conversation, get to know Andre a little bit.
Right.
You cool with that, Dre?
I'm cool with that. Yeah.
Okay, so what do you prefer? Let's start there. Andre or Dre?
Dre. Dre is cool.
Dre, cool? Okay, Dre. So let's talk a little bit about your personal life. Tell
Okay.
us, are you a family man,
hmm
dating, married, single? What's the status? What's going on?
well, yeah, I'm a family man. I have one daughter, and I have a longtime girlfriend that, we're taking steps to take our relationship further. And so yeah, definitely I would consider myself a family man.
Okay, how old is your daughter?
She is 5. She just made 5 last week. And
Oh,
yeah,
that's a
she's
precious age. She just had a birthday.
yes, she did.
So
Yep.
how was that celebrating her birthday during the coronavirus and this pandemic that's going on?
It was different. So obviously we did a social distancing party, and pretty much everybody joined us on Zoom. We sang happy birthday. She was able to make slime with some of her family and friends.
Oh, well, that sounds like she still had a good time.
Yeah, she did. She still had a good time. Yeah, so she enjoyed it.
Got cake and ice cream.
Cake and ice cream too. Yes.
And for some of people that don't know, me and Dre actually went to high school together. Thornwood in the house.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. T Wood.
So Dre called himself hooping. You still be hooping, Dre?
So, I get out there when I can. For the most part, I didn't hung them up. You know what I mean? I didn't hung them up. So,
Retired.
I didn't retire. But I
I'm
still enjoy to get out there from time to time.
yeah, I'm the exact same way. I'm done. I'll play a game of horse. I'll maybe
Right,
shoot around, but I ain't going out there try to cross nobody over, do no spin moves, none of that.
right,
No, we
right,
ain't about to run no 21. It's over with.
right. I feel you. Understandable.
Well, I appreciate you sharing a little bit about your personal life. I kind of want to jump into the business aspect. So, how long have you been in business with Goosehead Insurance? When did you start that?
It's going on about 6 months, so it was about November of 2019.
Okay, okay, so fairly new.
Yep, fairly
So,
new.
how has that been?
It's been going pretty well, actually. Um, the main thing, I'm a brokerage, so the difference between me and like a captive agent, like your State Farm or your Allstate, they only have one particular carrier to present to you. With
Okay,
me, on the other hand, I can present to you over 20 different carriers. Mainly out of the top 10 carriers, I can offer you 7, which is your Liberty Mutuals, Progressives, Nationwide. I
okay,
have Geico product, Travelers. So I have all your top rated insurance carriers.
okay. So, are you basically doing like the comparing and contrasting and like the rate matches for your customers? Is that how it works?
Exactly. So my whole business model is really focused around home buyers.
Okay.
And with that, when you're buying a home, like you yourself, the realtor is going to tell you, hey, shop around for insurance because you're going to have to
Mm-hmm.
turn this in
Yep.
when you're doing your loan. So with me, instead of you calling 5 different people and taking maybe 2 or 3 days to get back on a decent quote, I can shop around all these carriers in a matter of, let's say, like an hour, and come back to you with the best prices on each carrier. So
Oh,
it's
nice.
yep.
I'm
So
gonna
it's
have to have you shop around for me.
oh yeah, no problem.
We got to put that in motion. I love saving some money now.
Yeah, yep. You can definitely save money. So it's designed to save the client money by not having them take all their time shopping for insurance, and it also helps the real estate professionals like yourself and the lender to get all the information they need in a timely fashion to get your loan moved forward.
Absolutely. So would you say your business has been impacted or changed in any way because of this coronavirus with the pandemic that's going on?
Yeah, I definitely would. Reason being is because people are still buying homes, just not at the same pace they were before. So right now, when I'm talking to lenders, the real popular thing right now is refinance. So I'm doing people who are trying to take advantage of these low interest rates and refinance their homes. So when you refinance your homes, a lot of people reshop their insurance, so I can offer them a savings there.
Absolutely. Yeah, I need to do all of these and above.
Yeah, come on, let's do it. Let's do it.
I mean, personally, 2020, it's been very different than how I anticipated it. I usually do like a vision board, and I have these goals for the year. So things are definitely different than how I anticipated. Like, for instance, I can't take my trip to Africa. I want to go to Africa.
Right.
Ain't no traveling right now. So
traveling.
Things have shifted, and we have to just learn to adjust. Do you feel like you've been able to adjust well during these times?
Yeah, I have. I'm like you. I was supposed to go to some of the Olympics games, but I won't be able to. And so I am adjusting. It's still fairly new, but I am adjusting and, quarantining to the best of my ability.
Okay. I was supposed to go to the Bulls game too. I had a couple games set up. Then they come out talking about, see, that's when I knew it was real. When they suspended the NBA, I knew it got real at that point.
I knew it was real too. Yeah. Once they said the NBA was done, I was like, oh no,
it's getting real.
Yeah, it was definitely getting real when they suspended the NBA. So I'm adjusting to that, not having sports. I mean, I don't know what to do with myself sometimes not having sports. Yeah. So
give us a few tips for those that are home listening, watching. Give us a few tips on how we can save money with our insurance. So what can we do personally to save some money?
Well, personally, like a lot of people, if you own a home or a condo, you have a mortgage on that property, and your insurance is escrowed into the mortgage. So a lot of times people don't price check after a certain amount of time. The insurance carriers do go up. That's what they do, like any other particular business. And I think it's best that maybe every year that you really just price check your insurance and make sure you're one, getting all the discounts that you should be, and two, that they're giving you a competitive rate for your area. Because you could have bought your home in, let's say, 2018, and whatever carrier was the most competitive at that time. But 2020, it could have changed. And so it's just best to keep an eye on that. That'll save you money.
So what are some of the discounts we should be like looking out for? Or is there certain things when we're looking at our declaration page we kind of need?
Well, yeah, what I would definitely say, you always want to look into bundling. If you do bundle your home and auto or another insurance line of business, it does help reduce your premium. That's one thing. And then you always want to go over what's in your policy, because things change. You might get upgrades in the home. You could have potentially maybe had a flood in the basement that you want to maybe put more coverage in your basement now. So those are all things you just want to kind of just keep an eye on.
Okay, so what's the best way just practically to rate check? So will we just come to you and say, hey, I got State Farm and this is how much I pay annually. Is this the best deal? Do I actually send you, my insurance policy? What's kind of like the practical steps that people should take to do this?
It's best that you can mainly just send me the declaration page, because that'll have all the information that you're covered for. So I can shop you around with other carriers, the same exact coverage. If I see something on the coverage that maybe you should be covered for that you're not, I can recommend that to you, and we can make changes in your overall coverage. Because like a lot of times, you might make a big purchase. If someone gets married, they buy an engagement ring. Those are things that maybe you want to schedule and put into your insurance policy. So in
Oh,
case of a fire or someone breaks into your home, you're covered for those things.
okay. You got some propose anytime soon? You just bust out that engagement ring.
Well, I mean, we just seeing how everything.
I don't want to throw you under the bus. I'm just playing. Okay, so what about your business as far as after the coronavirus? How do you see things changing, shifting once all of this is over with?
Well, I believe from my perspective, because my business model is really to help the homeowners, I see business picking up pretty fast. Reason being is because these interest rates are so low that once things do get back to normal, I believe housing will take off. And if it does, people that are making these new home purchases will need insurance, on those.
Mhm. Okay. So if you could say maybe one thing right now, for those tuning in, for those that are going to share this video, how can we support you during this time? How can we support your business? What is that one thing?
Well, I would say mainly to just reach out. I can give a free quote. I can rate check you to make sure that you have adequate coverage for your property, and also for your car, as well as life insurance, which I think that's something big that we all need to really get a piece of that life insurance.
Mm-hmm.
So I can rate check them all for you, make sure you're properly covered, just by reaching out to me.
Okay, so how do we reach out to you? How do we find you?
Well, you can reach out to me via email. My email is andre.haywood@goosehead.com. So that's my email. And then my telephone number, I can be reached at 708-925-1144.
And what about your social media? How can we follow you, keep up with you, what's going on?
You know what? So I'm not the biggest social media person.
Okay.
That's something I'm still working on in 2020. But I mean, you could always just reach out to me, Andre Haywood, on my social media, which is my Facebook. And I guess if you search it in on Instagram, I'll pop up. I don't have a lot of things on business just yet, so I'm still working on
Okay. So you shifting into that perspective.
it. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Well, it was kind of interesting how we linked back up. We ran
Yeah.
into each other at the building and bonding event.
Right. Yeah.
So that was kind of cool. And now we get to do it virtually.
Yeah, exactly. It was a real nice event you had too. That was very nice, informative.
Yeah, I appreciate it. We
Yeah.
trying. This is different. This is very different. But I appreciate you taking your time to speak with me today. I definitely want to just let you know I'm very proud of you. I see you out here grinding. I want to support you in your business. So let's share this video. Let's get everyone on board. And so we could just reach out to you. So me personally, I would tell anybody watching right now, if they don't do anything, is to just reach out, whether that's phone or email to you to rate check their insurance policy. Because I'm absolutely positive we can be saving some money and getting some deals, and we're not doing it right now.
Right. I'd agree. Yeah.
I appreciate you checking in.
No problem. I appreciate
Any
you
final
inviting me.
thoughts, any final words before we pop out?
No, just really to everybody, stay protected out there. This is different times that we're in, and obviously we see that anything can happen. So you just want to make sure you're properly insured with your assets as well as your life, to protect your family.
Well, thank you so much, Andre. I want to
Appreciate
thank all of you all for tuning in. Again, my name is Cierra Thurman. I'm your favorite real estate agent. I'm affiliated with Keller Williams, Chicago Lincoln Park, and I'm here to help you build a legacy that moves you. See you guys later.